Imagine a world where the largest rodent on Earth isn't feared, but adored. Where a 150-pound creature spends its days lounging by the water, making friends with ducks, dogs, monkeys, and even humans. Meet the capybara, the gentle giant of South America. Its calm nature, social lifestyle, and surprising internet fame. This unlikely animal has captured hearts around the world. But beyond the memes and viral videos lies a fascinating story of survival, adaptation, and harmony with nature. Today, we'll dive deep into the life of the capybara, uncovering its secrets, its role in the ecosystem, and why it just might be the chillest animal on the planet. The capybara story begins in the wetlands, savannas, and riverbanks of South America. From Brazil and Venezuela to Argentina and Colombia, capybaras thrive wherever water is close by. They are semi-aquatic creatures, perfectly adapted to a world where land and water meet. Their webbed feet help them move gracefully through rivers and lakes, while their eyes, ears, and nostrils are positioned high on their heads, allowing them to peek above the surface, while the rest of their body stays hidden beneath the water. For them, water isn't just a playground, it's a sanctuary, a way to cool off from the hot sun, and a safe escape from predators. When you first see a capybara, it's hard not to do a double take. They look like a mix between a giant guinea pig and a small hippo. In fact, they're the largest rodents in the world. A full-grown capybara can weigh anywhere between 70 and 150 pounds and measure over 4 feet long. Despite their size, they carry themselves with surprising gentleness. Their fur is coarse and brownish, blending perfectly with the muddy banks they love to roll in. And while they might not win any beauty contests, their round faces and calm expressions give them a quiet charm that's impossible to ignore. But what makes capybaras truly fascinating is their social life. These animals almost never live alone. Instead, they form groups, sometimes as small as 10, other times as large as 40. Within these groups, every member has a role. They graze together, groom each other, and keep watch for danger. This sense of community is one of their greatest strengths. A capybara on its own might feel vulnerable, but in a group they find safety, comfort, and companionship. Scientists often describe them as some of the most peaceful mammals in the animal kingdom. Capybaras are strict herbivores. They spend much of their day grazing, much like cattle. Their favorite meals include grasses, aquatic plants, and even the occasional fruit. What's fascinating is the way they eat. A single capybara can consume 6 to 8 pounds of grass in one day. Like many herbivores, they have a unique digestive trick. They practice what's called coprophagy. Yes, it means exactly what you think, eating their own droppings. But before you grimace, know that it's an essential part of their survival. Their digestive system allows them to extract more nutrients by passing food twice. It's nature's way of recycling, and for the capybara, it's the difference between thriving and starving in lean seasons. If there's one thing that defines a capybara, it's water. They're often called water pigs, and for good reason. Capybaras are excellent swimmers, able to hold their breath underwater for up to 5 minutes. When danger approaches, they'll slip beneath the surface, disappearing almost without a sound. Their bodies are built for this life. Webbed toes that paddle easily, dense fur that dries quickly, and sharp teeth that can chew through thick aquatic plants. In the heat of the South American sun, you'll often find them half submerged, eyes just above the water, looking as relaxed as any animal can be. Water is their refuge, their playground, and their lifeline. Perhaps the most remarkable thing about capybaras is their ability to coexist with nearly any animal. Scroll through the internet and you'll see countless images. Capybaras lounging, as ducks perch on their backs, monkeys grooming their fur, even dogs cuddling up beside them. It's not a trick, it's real. Capybaras radiate a calm energy that seems to put other animals at ease. They don't lash out, they don't fight unless they must. Instead, they allow others into their space, sharing food, shade, and even companionship. This peaceful coexistence has made them a symbol of harmony. If there were ever a true ambassador of interspecies friendship, it would be the capybara. Beyond their cuteness, capybaras play an important role in the ecosystem. Grazing on tall grasses and aquatic plants, they help keep wetlands balanced and prevent overgrowth. Their droppings fertilize the soil, spreading seeds that encourage new plant life. In turn, capybaras become prey for jaguars, anacondas, caimans, and large birds of prey. It may sound harsh, but in the grand design of nature, the capybara is both gardener and sustenance. They embody the delicate cycle of life, sustaining others while being sustained themselves. Asterisk for centuries. Humans have lived alongside capybaras. In rural South America, they are sometimes hunted for their meat and hides. In fact, during Lent, the Catholic Church once classified capybara meat as fish because of their semi-aquatic lifestyle, allowing people to eat it during religious fasting. But beyond that, many communities view them with respect. In modern times, some families even keep them as pets. But raising a capybara isn't easy. They require large spaces, constant access to water, and companionship. Those who can provide such conditions often describe them as affectionate, intelligent, and deeply social companions. They're not your average household pet, but for the right environment, they can become part of the family. If you've scrolled through social media, chances are you've seen the capybara's calm face paired with a catchy soundtrack. From TikTok trends to YouTube compilations, these animals have gone viral. Their relaxed expressions and easygoing behavior make them perfect for memes. They've become a symbol of chill, a living reminder not to take life too seriously. People watch videos of capybaras simply sitting in hot springs, sharing food with ducks, or riding calmly in boats, and they can't help but smile. In a fast-paced digital world filled with stress, the capybara has emerged as an unexpected icon of peace. Of course, life for a capybara isn't all calm waters and internet fame. In the wild, they face serious threats. Jaguars stalk them silently through the forests, while caimans and anacondas wade in the rivers they love so much. Harpy eagles can swoop down to grab their young. And perhaps the greatest threat of all is human expansion. As cities grow and farmland spreads, capybara habitats shrink. Yet, despite these dangers, capybaras have proven remarkably resilient. They adapt to new environments, often appearing in suburban areas where humans leave space for water and grass. Their ability to survive and thrive even in the face of change is part of what makes them so remarkable. So why do capybaras capture our hearts in a way few other animals can? Perhaps it's their gentle nature, their patience, or their ability to coexist with others without conflict. When we see a capybara lying quietly as a bird perches on its head, or sitting in a hot spring surrounded by friends, we see something of ourselves, the part of us that longs for peace, connection, and a slower pace of life. They remind us that strength isn't always loud or aggressive. Sometimes, strength is found in calmness, in acceptance, and in community. In South America, capybaras often appear in folklore and local traditions. They're seen as symbols of abundance, fertility, and adaptability. In some regions, their presence is even thought to bring good luck. Farmers sometimes tolerate them near crops, knowing that while they may graze, they also enrich the land. Too many. Capybaras represent the quiet wisdom of nature, creatures who teach by example rather than by force. Perhaps the greatest gift the capybara offers us is perspective. In their world, cooperation is survival, community is strength, and peace is power. They show us that it's possible to live without constant struggle, to embrace others, no matter how different they may be, and to find joy in the simple act of being present. In a time when humans rush from one task to the next, the capybara reminds us to slow down, breathe, and perhaps sit quietly by the water. From the wetlands of South America to the feeds of our social media, the capybara has traveled far, not by distance, but by spirit. It has become more than just the world's largest rodent. It has become a teacher, a symbol, and a friend. Its calm eyes and gentle presence whisper a message we all need to hear: that peace is possible, harmony is worth striving for. So the next time life feels overwhelming, think of the capybara, lounging in the sun, surrounded by friends of every kind, reminding us that sometimes the best way to live is simply to chill. And that brings us to the end of our journey into the world of the capybara, the gentle giant that has shown us the power of peace, friendship, and living in harmony with nature. If you enjoyed this story, don't forget to like the video, subscribe for more fascinating animal adventures, and share it with someone who could use a little calm in their day. Until next time, take a lesson from the capybara. Slow down, stay grounded, and remember, life is better when you just chill.